So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about a concept that is going to help you understand how to reach your goal. Okay? And this is actually a mistake that I find a lot of my students doing. And I don't want you to do the same mistake. I want you to reach your goal. I want to help you through these videos on YouTube. Okay? Okay, what is this all about? So you're trying to reach a goal. Okay, one second. Let me adjust the temperature in the car. So you're trying to reach a goal. And you say that, yes, I want to reach this point. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to reach this level. This is something you've never done before, okay? Maybe it's, you're going to build your physique. Maybe you want to build that skill. Maybe you want to reach a certain level of confidence. Maybe you want to build yourself up in order to be able to reach the goals that you're trying to reach, be able to create a relationship, to be able to be, trying to become that higher version of yourself, a masculine version of yourself, okay? And you say, yeah, I want to do that, yeah. But you're kind of wishy-washy about it. Your decision is weak. There is no intensity in your decision. When I listen to you saying that, yeah, I want to do that, yeah, I don't believe it. There is no strength in your voice. There is no intensity in that decision, bro. I know that you're going to quit 2 weeks from now. Why is that? Because it's a wishy-washy thing. It's yeah, it would be nice. What you're saying really, what you're really saying is this. It would be nice to become that guy. It would be nice to reach this level. It would be nice to have this. It would be nice to have that. You're not decisive about it. You haven't made the real irrevocable decision. So, first of all, why do people do that? People do that because they want a scapegoat. That's called scapegoat behavior. They want to pretend like they are on a personal development journey by saying, yes, I'm doing this, I'm going to do this, but they really didn't make a firm decision inside. They didn't do that. They just kind of wish it would happen. It would be nice. Okay? So I want you to stop doing that. Don't do that, because don't lie to yourself. Okay? If you're not ready to do it, just say, I'm not ready to do it. I don't want to do it right now. I don't think I have the strength. That's fine. Let's figure that out. But don't lie to yourself. Okay? So we need to move from this wishy-washy freaking goal setting to a decisive, irrevocable decision. I'm doing this no matter what. I'm going to reach this goal. Okay? I'm going to become that man. I'm going to develop that skill. I'm going to develop that physique. I'm going to develop that confidence that will allow me to talk to any girl out there. Okay? I'm going to develop a higher, stronger, more masculine, braver version of myself. I don't know if braver is grammatically correct, but screw that. I don't care. Okay? So we need to move from this wishy-washy thinking to a decisive, irrevocable decision. You need to be obsessed. You need to say, hey, I'm going to do this and that's it. No matter what, I'm going to do this. I'm ready to pay any price. I'm ready to put the work. I'm ready to put in the work. I'm ready to do whatever it takes for me to reach that goal. That's the mindset. That's the decision. That's the type of decision that you're going to make. Now, yes. Now, when you say that, I'm like, okay, he has a chance. He means it. Okay? I can work with this guy. I can invest my energy, my time, and my expertise in this guy. Okay? But it's really not about me. It's really about you. Okay? It's really about the student. It's really about you in making sure that you're going to reach your goal. Okay? I did that in the past. I was wishy-washy about many things. And they never happened because I didn't understand the value of a strong, emotionally charged decision. And why would you have, what's going to allow you to have that decisive decision? Your why has to be very strong. The reason behind why you're doing what you're doing has to be very strong. Some of you guys want to, Some of you guys don't understand how life works properly. You have a distorted vision. You think that building yourself is to look nice in the mirror. You think that, oh, developing this skill so I can make a video for you for my freaking IG and I look that I'm doing something masculine. No, bro, it's about creating a higher version of yourself, a masculine version, strong version of yourself. If you do that, think about how that is going to impact your family. Think about that's going to impact your future family, maybe your children. Think how that is going to impact your spouse, maybe your future spouse. I don't know. For me, when I think about my family, I get inspired. I get charged because I want to make sure that my family are taken care of. That pushes me to do all kind of works. That pushes me to invest, to learn, to do everything that has to be done. Okay? I think of the quality of the person I am. I understand that a man is measured by the quality of his character. So I'm very much interested in building and developing myself to become a higher version of a man. Okay? I'm interested in that. That gives me a great push. My why is strong. Okay? But if you want to develop, I don't know, physique, you're starting to work on yourself just because you want to look good in the mirror and you want to, I don't know, you want to lose 5 kilos, something lousy, something not, you need to have why. You need to have a strong why. You need to have something that charges you with emotion. That's up to you to figure that out. Okay? You need to understand what's important for you. Maybe you need to understand life better. Maybe you need to understand your mission on this planet better. What is your mission on this planet as a man? What is it? Figure that out and understand that when you develop a stronger version of yourself, you're going to be able to fulfill that mission that you have been put here on planet Earth to do. Okay? So we moved from the wishy-washy thinking, decision making, to a strong, decisive, irrevocable decision. But this is not enough. It's still not enough. You cannot stay in this state of being of, I want this, I'm decisive, I'm obsessed about this, I'm obsessed, I'm gonna do everything and I'm gonna reach that goal that is over there. I want to get there. That's not enough. That's the first step. Okay? The second step is you need to sync with this goal that you're trying to achieve. Pay attention. This is very important. You have to really sync with the goal. You and the goal have to become one. Okay? You and the goal, you have to become one. Because the laws of the universe state that you can't have nothing that you're not a vibrational match to it. When you say that I want that goal that's over here and I'm ready to do everything to get there is not in sync with you. In that moment, you're separate from the goal that is in the future, in your head, in your vibrational state. You're separate from the goal. But you don't want to be separate from the goal. You don't. You can't reach something that you're not already it. Let me repeat that again. You cannot reach something that you're not it already inside. Okay? I think I don't remember the guy, but some philosopher, he said, before you do something, first you have to be something. You have to be. Which means that we have decided what's the goal, but you cannot go to the goal that this is something you've never done before. From here, from this position, from the position of wanting, and I'm separate from the goal, and the goal's in the future, and I have to work to get there. No. You have to be in sync with the goal. You have to become it. You have to become that version. You have to embody the version of yourself that is deserving of that goal. I am not saying you're not going to have to work on it. As I stated in other videos, obviously you have to work on it. Okay? You have to take action, but there is two types of actions. There is the physical action in the 3D world that you have to do, the working, the studying, the connecting, the building, the gym, the training, the I don't know, the building the business, the hiring this guy, whatever it is, the talking to this guy, networking, whatever it is. Okay. And then there is the internal action that you have to take. The internal action is the most important part. You have to become internally one with that goal. I used to do this when I was learning martial arts, and I never understood that until I studied with time, and I looked back, and I remember very clearly I used to do this. When I saw somebody that executed a technique in a beautiful way, when I saw an athlete move in a certain way and he has that certain skill or talent that I wanted to get, I remember myself sitting in the classroom. At that time I was still in university, and I would literally be living inside that mind movie, inside that little movie that I was, daydreaming in the classroom. I didn't even pay attention to the teacher. I'm like dreaming of myself executing that technique that the guy was executing. Do you know what I mean? It's like I embodied him. In my mind I entered in his body and I'm executing that move that he was doing. That helped me evolve tremendously as a martial artist. And I always said, oh, I have talent for this. I'm talented when it comes to martial arts. But literally I do this. When I see my coach move in a certain way, I embody his way of moving. I embody his way of executing things. I'm not just learning logically the moves, just consciously the moves. I'm embodying the vibe of that move. I'm embodying my professor or my coach, the way he moves, the way he executes, the little details he does when he's executing the technique. I move exactly like him. That's literally what you have to do. You have to embody that version that is already deserving of the goal in your mind, in your character, in your way of moving, in your way of speaking, in your way of thinking. That's why a lot of people, when they want to reach a certain financial goal, they would go and experience that level. They would go to the homes that are at that level. They would go and test the car, or maybe even rent the car that they would buy once they reach that level. They want to experience the feeling of having that level. Okay? Because once you recognize and experience it, now you can review it in your head. You can live it, relive it. When you relive it, when you become one with it, and this is a skill that you have to develop, this is when you are going to actually start seeing things that will bring you closer to that goal. You will start attracting people, ideas. Even you will have internal impulses that will push you to do the work that has to be done in order to reach the goal. Okay? This is very important. So, 3 things in this video. Don't be wishy-washy. Be decisive and obsessed about the decision. But once you make the decision and it has a great emotional charge behind it, and you know what you want and you have decided to reach it, now you have to become one with it. You cannot stay in that state of desiring the thing and you're far away from it. You have to go to the future and become one with it and come from the future to your goal. Do you understand? You have to come as the person that is deserving of the goal. Walk with the goal in your mind, in your vibe. You are the goal. You are that person. You are that strong masculine person. You are that strong confident person. You are that attractive person. You are that skilled guy, strong. He's not afraid. You are that fit person. You are that guy that has complete mental control, that has complete self-dominance, that does not react to things, that has complete control, and he responds to situation. He's a leader and people respect him for who he is. Okay? Become that in your mind, but you have to review that. You have to get a taste of it. That's why your environment is important. You have to change your environment to get a taste or to understand what is it like to be a real masculine man. Or you would apply this, you can apply this to any goal you're trying to achieve. And walk as that person. Go to the goal. Come from the goal to the goal. Go to the goal as that person. Embody that person and go to the goal. Okay? This is the subject of this video. I hope that you liked it. excuse my English if I made any grammatical mistake. And share this video with somebody that might benefit from it. Write down in the comment, what is it? What is the takeaway? What did you understand? Write it down in the comments. Share the video with somebody else. Check out my IG. Check it out. I share daily wisdom on the stories. If you're interested in my coaching, you have a link below to either talk to me on WhatsApp or schedule a call with me. I also attached a link below to a Google Drive carpet where I'm leaving few masterclasses and resources that will help you create that higher, stronger masculine version of yourself. Okay, and just go click on the link and access the resources I'm giving it to you for free in order to help you have better clarity in how to reach your goal, how to become better as a man. Okay. With that being said, thank you for watching. Love you guys. See you in the next video. All right. Cheers.